Welcome to Bitcoin.com weekly update for February 2nd, 2024. My name's Corbin Fraser, and on this week's show, we've got world predictions on world reserve currency takeovers, Ethereum ETFs, Iran pushing for a common currency, Jupiter's airdrop on Solana's got people hyped up, including myself, Ripple hacks, and an upcoming BCH conference coming out of Ljubljana. I hope I pronounced that right. As well as we've got a whole bunch of market updates for the last 7 days, so let's get to it. Famed analyst Richard Bove, he's saying the US dollar is finished as the world reserve currency. He expects China to overtake the US economy. So in a bold statement, renowned financial analyst Richard Bove asserts that the US dollar's era as the world reserve currency is coming to an end. Bove anticipates that China's economy will eventually surpass that of the United States, leading to a significant shift in global economic power. He highlights that China's strategic move and the increasing adoption of its currency in international trade are key indicators of this upcoming change. So Bove's prediction points towards a new economic landscape where the dominance of the US dollar is going to be challenged, potentially leading to far-reaching implications across global finance. So yeah, that's not the slightest bit terrifying. Like, it's not like the US isn't already kind of like banging the war drums, you know, US, Israel, US, Ukraine, you know, Russia enemy, China enemy, and you start going after its almighty dollar, it's gonna look a little tense in the coming 2024. We'll see where that all leads. Let's jump into the next story here. Standard Chartered expects SEC to approve spot Ethereum ETFs in May, pushing Ethereum to around $4,000 per ETH. So Standard Chartered, it's a major banking institution, has made a significant forecast regarding ETH's future in the investment world. The bank predicts that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, is likely to approve a spot Ethereum ETF by May. You may recall they recently approved a whole slew of them on Bitcoin, and Ethereum is the next obvious play for new ETFs. So this prediction comes with an optimistic outlook for Ethereum's value, with Standard Chartered's analysts projecting that the price of Ethereum could soar to $4,000 by the time of the expected ETF approval. This anticipated approval could mark a pivotal moment for Ethereum, as it, just like the Bitcoin ETFs, it would basically signify a big step towards mainstream financial acceptance of the cryptocurrency. So the introduction of a spot Ethereum ETF would allow investors to gain exposure to Ethereum through a regulated financial product, potentially attracting a broader base of institutional investors. So the bank's analyst underscores Ethereum's growing prominence in the financial sector and the increasing interest from traditional banking institutions in the crypto market. If Standard Chartered's prediction does come true, it could signal a whole new era of growth and the legitimacy, I guess, for Ethereum. So it does lead me to question, at least, you know, what happens when the ETF buyers realize ETH offers native yield via staking. We all know how our boomer investor parents love stocks with dividends. So wait till they find out you can have a cryptocurrency that does something somewhat similar. So time will tell how that all impacts things, but exciting news to follow. You can follow along over at Bitcoin.com news, over at news.bitcoin.com. Let's get right into the next news article here. We've got BRICS meeting. Iran pushes for common currency. China, Russia prioritize settlements and local currencies. So the first BRICS Sherpa meeting involving 10 member states, including Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and others like Saudi Arabia and Iran. A significant shift in international trade practices was discussed. So the meeting held in Russia saw strong advocacy from China, from Russia and Iran for using national currencies in trade settlements. This move is seen as an effort to reduce dependency on dominant global currencies like the US dollar and the euro. Iran's Sherpa also expressed the hope of establishing a common currency among these nations. Pretty big news there. So such a development could signify a whole change in dynamics within international trade and financial transactions, potentially decreasing the influence of traditional financial powerhouses like the US dollar. You know, we've seen this kind of talked about in the last year, but it does seem like with more of these nations meeting more regularly, a BRICS dollar is going to come out pretty soon, I suspect, and it's going to shake things up. And like the other story related to China, it's going to make things very tense. U.S. is a bit of a powder keg, it seems, these days. So Let's jump into some excitement, some news that doesn't involve potential world wars and chaos. Just the good kind of chaos. Airdrop chaos. So Jupiter's airdrop on Solana distributed 1 billion Jupiter available to claim. So in a significant move in the Solana ecosystem, Jupiter, the most popular decentralized exchange on Solana, has initiated the first phase of a major airdrop. This event marks the distribution of 1 billion Jupe tokens to an impressive 955,000 Solana wallets. The airdrop, which our news team first reported back in November 2023, went live this week, creating a buzz in the crypto community. For folks who are watching, they did a little bit of like a seed test drop with this WEN token, and then shortly after did the Jupe token. So some folks actually received 2 airdrops, which was pretty cool. So Jupe is currently serving as the governance token within the Jupiter ecosystem. It plays a pivotal role with everything they're doing. So token holders will participate in key decisions, influencing crucial aspects of the ecosystem, such as launchpad projects, strict list disputes, and grants. The initiative signals Jupiter's commitment to advancing decentralized governance and empowering its community. The evolving DAO, the decentralized autonomous organization associated with Jupiter, is expected to progressively undertake more vital decisions, shaping the project's future. So details regarding all of this, you can go check out at Bitcoin.com news. The airdrop is accessible at Jupiter Airdrop and will be available for claims until July 31st, 2024. So this allows a lot of time for eligible wallet owners to participate without urgency. One thing I just want to caution everyone watching this, be extremely careful with claiming airdrops. There is a ton of scammers out there trying to make fake websites that look like the original website, fake Twitter posts, fake social media posts, fake links that send you to a fake contract where potentially you can interact with something dangerous and potentially have your funds taken. So be extremely careful when dealing with anything airdrop related. Always make sure you go to the official website, triple check the URL, and you should be fine. If you're a Jupiter user, that's the only way you're going to be eligible for this airdrops. If you weren't trading on Jupiter, the DEX on Solana, you didn't get any airdrops. But if you were actively doing this, I think it was before November of 2023, then you'll probably have some Jupe waiting for you, which you can either use for voting or sell into the market or whatever you're going to do. So, speaking of DEX and governance tokens, let's get into our sponsor. Our weekly news is brought to you by Verse, the native token of Bitcoin.com. It's available to trade on Ethereum, Polygon, and coming to more chains soon. Verse lets you vote and participate directly with the Bitcoin.com team and guide the future work we're building across Web3 and DeFi. We're announcing a fun Lunar New Year campaign starting next week where you can win some big prizes while having some fun with our community. Go check it out. Go to verse.bitcoin.com. You can learn more about our upcoming campaign where you can play some games, win some Verse, have some fun, hang out with us. Go check it out. Go check out our DEX over at verse.bitcoin.com, as well as all of our other DEX and DeFi dApps that we've got launched on Verse. So go check that stuff out. Back to the news. All right, we've got some fun, maybe some not so fun news for the Ripple guys. Ripple executive Chris Larson's XRP accounts illicitly accessed crypto exchanges freeze assets. So Chris Larson, the co-founder and executive chairman of Ripple, faced a security breach as several of his personal XRP accounts were illicitly accessed. In a swift response, Larson's team worked with crypto exchanges to freeze the affected addresses, preventing further unauthorized transactions. This incident led to the freezing of assets worth $112 million worth of Ripple. The breach has raised concerns in the crypto community about security and swift action by exchanges to mitigate these potential damages. But one of those things, you got to be careful with what you're opening on your computer. If you're holding crypto self-custodially, be extremely careful what you open, links, random websites, signing transactions, practice good OPSEC. You can learn more about best practices, operational security for your crypto over at Bitcoin.com. We've got a great getting started section. Go dive in there. Let's get into the next story here. This one's pretty fun. We like fun stories here. BCH Bliss Conference celebrates Bitcoin Cash Jessica upgrade. So the Bitcoin Cash community is gearing up for an exciting event, BCH Bliss Conference, scheduled for the 14th and 15th of May. This year's conference is set against the picturesque backdrop of Ljubljana, Slovenia, and celebrates the significant Jessica upgrade to the Bitcoin Cash network. So the event promises to be a blend of innovation, collaboration, and community spirit, showcasing presentations on current and upcoming projects within the Bitcoin Cash ecosystem. So some of the key speakers of the conference include notable figures like Dagger Valberg from Cauldron, whose insights can be explored in our exclusive interview with him on our Bitcoin.com YouTube channel. We just interviewed him a few weeks back, so go check that one out. Of course, we've got Jomar Tagana, CEO of Paytaka, who's going to share his experiences in merchant onboarding across the Philippines and Southeast Asia, highlighting the growth of one of the most popular cash tokens-enabled wallets. So hats off to the Paytaka team. They're extremely hardworking, really great wallet app. Mathieu Gukens, a driving force behind cash tokens, as well as John Neary from AnyHedge, Rasko Kalas, of course, from CashScript, and many other prominent contributors to the Bitcoin Cash community will also be at the event with their expertise and knowledge being shared. So tickets for the BCH Bliss Conference are available at bliss.cash. In keeping with the spirit of innovation, all ticket payments are made using Bitcoin Cash, and tickets are NFTs powered by cash tokens on tapswap.cash, showcasing the practical applications of Bitcoin Cash advancements. Very cool stuff. Visit bliss.cash for tickets. Let's jump into the next segment here. Of course, we've got to update everyone on the prices. Let's get into it. All right. So for the week of February 2nd, 2024, powered by markets.bitcoin.com, we've got updates on Bitcoin. Bitcoin's still in the number one spot with a positive 4.76 growth over the last 7 days. Ethereum still in number two at over 1.76 growth in the last 7 days. Tether, kind of neutral, Tether just does Tether stuff. Not a huge change there in price, but 96.14 billion in market cap, so quite interesting. BNB up 2.58% over the last 7 days. Solana up 5.84%, perhaps related to some of those airdrop discussions we just had. Our sponsored token Verse up 2.64% over the last 7 days. XRP down 3.56% over the last 7 days. USDC or USD coin, totally neutral, completely stable. We like that. Lido staked ETH 1.2 up for the last 7 days. Cardano 4.2. The old 420, 420 up on the last 7 days. And closing off today, Avalanche AVAX up 6.7% over the last 7 days at $32.89 per AVAX. Go check out Bitcoin.com markets for all your market cap needs. And I think that's it for us, guys. So we've covered world reserve currency battles, Ethereum ETFs, Iran pushing for a common currency, Jupiter's airdrop, Ripple hacks, an upcoming Bitcoin Cash conference in Ljubljana, Slovenia. Holy jeez, that's hard to say. And the latest market updates. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to, get notified when I start talking again. And that's always fun. Leave some comments below. Always like hearing from you, and have a great weekend. See you guys.